So this is a special situation here, okay? So, because I understand you guys travel all the way from Delaware.
Yes.
And the original problem you came in here for was actually, let's go down the list, the low back pain, okay? The right shoulder.
Yes.
All right. And I believe, is that the one that got dislocated? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the one where the ER doc reduced it on the site right away.
Yeah.
Okay. And top of more fun, we also have the Oscar slaughter on both knees.
Yes.
Right. And which one you notice is the worst?
The left one.
Okay. So there's the left one over there. All right. So but here's the interesting thing. My apologies to the viewers over here because we ran out of time. Didn't have a chance to get through this, but one thing I did notice on your, and this is why history is so important when I do a very thorough consultation, is because during the consultation in history, we discovered that back in 4th grade, you had some kind of accident. Can you remind us again what happened back then?
Yeah, I was at recess and I slipped and fell into I hit the back of my head on a metal fence pole and got a pretty nasty concussion.
Yeah. So reviewing the other components of history, right? That's where we discovered you still had signs of post concussion syndrome. So in other words, what kind of experiences have you noticed during those years till now?
Just, I mean, so much, this brain fog, just my mood was all over the place. Wasn't as happy as I was. Focus less, forgetting things.
Okay. Anything else that he left out there, Papa?
Was tired a lot. Sit around and kind of just sit there and didn't have the energy all the time.
Does it seem like he was like spacing out from time to time more than the usual what a guy think does?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long would he space out for?
5 to 15 minutes sometimes.
5 to 15 minutes. Okay, that's a lot longer than the usual.
You
You
know.
know, us guys we like to space out, but not that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now we discovered, and I'll recap again on the extra all that stuff, but we already did our first Occiput adjustment. And what kind of changes have you noticed since the past 6 days from that?
I've been more focused, a lot more energy. I've been like awake. I'm happier, definitely happier.
Yeah, I like that. How's the brain fog and short-term memory?
Oh yeah, I can like, I don't know, I just feel like more, like things are clearer.
Nice. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. All those subtle changes with post-concussion, with post-concussion syndrome, that's no joke. So that's why it's very key and important. I also point out to the viewers as well, once you have concussion syndrome, is to make sure that, rule out post-concussion syndrome itself, because the long-term effects is no joke, and you really didn't have to suffer through that older school all these years. Okay, but the important thing is we caught it now, okay, and we addressed it. Okay, so let's take a look, see if your body's ready for addressing the other parts. Right. The next step to the Gonstead method is we do visualization. So when your body gets knocked out of alignment, okay, there's some defense mechanisms. It's no different like when your head goes like over here, the muscle's gonna fire and try to bring the head over here. So my expectation is muscles on the right side will be tight, loosey-goosey on the left, okay? In addition to, there's gonna be some swelling. So my expectation is some edema is gonna swell up over here. It acts like a protective defense mechanism to try to stabilize like an airbag, okay? So now, we already found some in the last visit, there's quite a bit of swelling, but see the muscle tone on the right side, it's so much less. Now you still have some tone, muscle tightness on here, but nothing like the first visit. So that's promising. I'm also looking for is usually, sometimes it's an old school thing where we talk about sport bike side. So that size of inflammation over here, and it's very tiny over here. Now it's almost gone. So that's very impressive. So like I said, I wish I had a before we adjusted this fellow, but no, he's recovering so much better. Okay. Now, the other thing you may see here is, wow, there's a lot of breakout over here. Okay. So this was actually much worse on the previous visit. Okay. So, but as you see over here, this falls along the upper dorsal dermatome nerve pattern. You know, there are nerves that go like this way. Okay. So if there is a nerve that's compromised over here, all right, all the toxins start breaking out and the bacteria start feasting off of that. All right. So the fact that this is already, I remember seeing like 25% less, you know, 30% less than the previous visit, because it was really bad before. So it tells me now his brain started to truly recommunicate the entire body over here. That's where it started to calm down. But I'm still gonna check, see what's going on over here, because this is puppy. Okay. It even sounds different right here, so I'm gonna mark that low right there. And see what other signs of pitting edema you got. Yeah, you got another one right there. See, it just sinks right in there. Got something puffy right there. So we'll investigate what's going on with that poor fella. Sitting right here as well. So this instrument over here, we're scanning the spine, and you can see that thing really going way off to the right. And small little reading here as well. Scan the rest of your spine, see what else is going on. And a little reading right down here. And then we're scanning here. Okay, here, see, you still have a reading at your occiput. It's a lot better from before, but you still have a reading there. Now, even though we have some indications of the occiput issue still there, we're still gonna check the entire spine once again, see how it's holding. Tender right there, huh? Yeah, see, there's that 2S I see in the film right there. I'm scanning the rest of your spine. So you got this. Still got that as well. You still have some protective defense mechanism, but it's much better on today's visit, because before it was very swollen here. But you still feel it a little bit here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you still got some swelling right there as well.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. So let's see. See this over here? Your head's tilting beautifully to the left. To the left. A little bit stuck here. Getting more stuck. And see, that's a brick wall right there. So you still have that occiput problem you still need to address. We got 3 brains. Okay. We got the brainstem that extends all the way down to here. First and second cervical. And if we're going to imagine this post like the brainstem that goes all the way down to here, it needs to come out of this foramen magnum, this big hole. All right. So, a little close up to you guys, that's what we're looking at, this big one hole over here. Now, it all comes down to what kind of trauma you experience. If you experience a trauma to the back of your head will go like this. If you get hit on the front, like what's common to like when you're diving off into a swimming pool the wrong way, or a car accident, or a football player or a soccer player, you like this, okay? So it does make a difference how it's going to happen. So hit from the back, you go posterior superior, hit from the front, anterior superior. Okay. So why is that important? Because it depends on what's doing here. So once again, a little close up for you guys. Okay. If it hit from the back, the skull would tilt this way. Okay, and then the brainstem will pinch on the back part. If it's anterior superior, hit from the front, see that? It'll pinch the front part of the brainstem. So in your fun case, okay, that's what I'm seeing over here. Okay, your atlas is leveled. That's what we want to see. Okay, normal should be parallel to the floor. But what I'm seeing instead is here's the occiput. and that's your brainstem. Your skull is tilted way front. Okay?
Yeah.
So, as in other words, somehow you impacted the back of your skull, all right, and then you're pinching the back part of your skull there. Okay, and also, and also pinching the back part of the brainstem. So that's the fellow we have to address first. So I get it, I understand. So it's like, everything else, it'd be nice to address, especially this 2S. That's like one heck of a posterior open wedge in that one. And yes, you are tender on there. Okay, and this fellow over here, that's a nerve that goes to the knees that may help explain why you have some muscle, too much muscle tightness in the quads that led to Osgood-Schlatter's. But also I also bring that out right off the bat, okay? And I explain it to the father as well, okay? I know you guys concerns about that right shoulder, okay? And in terms of, is there any long-term damage with that one? Because it was literally dislocated, during the competition. And you were lucky enough, you actually had an ER, an emergency room doc on location and reduced it immediately, right then and there. So if you didn't tell me that little tidbit, okay, all intents and purposes, any radiologist, they'll take a look at it and says, whoa, I don't see any long-term damage. There's nothing there, right? Unlike, another person, I'll show you the dislocation of that one. Just want to let you guys know, no, I did not adjust that shoulder, okay? That was definitely referred out to orthopedics, okay? So this is what I was talking about before. So compared to your x-rays and to this fellow who really did dislocate his right shoulder over here, okay, there's some orthotic damage over here, damage to the humerus, damage to that socket as well. So that's what I'm saying. Compared to yours, I don't see any signs, nothing. It's very impressive. Like I said, I'm comparing this to this. If you didn't tell me that you didn't have a shoulder dislocation, I would agree with you because it seems completely normal. So I'm extremely impressed, and you were very fortunate, and that's why I'm a very strong advocate, okay, to have both chiropractic and also a orthopedic doctor on location at every sporting event, because any type of trauma, if you catch it right then and there before the inflammatory process kicks in, okay, the body will say like, oh, what just happened, okay, and it can repair itself super fast. But once that inflammation starts kicking in, okay, the muscle fibers and also the ligaments and tendons, they start firing and engaging, then no, the recovery time is so much more slower, okay? So that's what I'm saying. We got it even before the golden hour kicks in, okay? So it's amazing, we did a great job on that. But now, even though with all these issues, okay, we're not gonna address any of this stuff, we still need to focus on just that occipital lump. Anyways, let's get this. All right, check. Right, now we're gonna keep this piece right there. Let's double check that. Yeah, smooth like butter. All right, brother. Okay, feedback. How's it?
Feels looser.
It is looser, right?
Looser.
So it's gonna be the same story, okay? I want you to ice it right there, okay? Have some fun with that fellow over there, okay? And whatchamacallit? Actually, yeah. Go have some fun. Go enjoy. We'll see you next time. Okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Take it easy. Guess latest updates. How's everything coming along?
Really good. My back is getting really cleared up. It's just...
Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, it cleared up. It's so much better.
Yeah. It was covered.
Oh, that's an understatement. It was really bad.
Yeah.
I'd say that's like easily like 2/3 cleared up already.
Yeah, most definitely.
But how's everything else? How's focus, concentration?
Focus is really good. I feel like I can really focus on something without getting really distracted.
Mm-hmm.
More energy, definitely. Feeling happier still getting happier.
How about short-term memory?
Yeah, I have noticed that my short-term memory is like I've been remembering the little things.
Great, that's great. And well, you already answered the other question, which is moodiness. I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
My mood's been getting better.
Nice. Now, how's overall life so far?
Life's good. I've been doing more activities. I've been swimming. I've been good. I went to the beach.
Hey, no, that's all great updates right there, okay? So now next time, just be careful, don't hit that wall there, right? When you're swimming there.
Yeah.
Okay?
I won't.
All right, well, thanks for the updates.
Yeah.
Okay.